It's really special to have won an award recognising our activity in the climate change area. As a small regional council, we punch well above our weight in terms of innovation, and it's really nice to be recognised for the efforts that we've made, and in particular for the connection that we've made with community in this area. So the project was about developing an adaptation strategy for the township of Southend, and the town is already facing the impacts of climate change with increased coastal erosion and the potential for inundation in the long term. So we've got some properties that are at risk and some that are already suffering the consequences of that change. And in particular, there's some public land and a caravan park that are eroding by the year. And so we brought our community together and we presented them with some maps that showed some pretty confronting predictions for erosion in particular and for inundation, that showed that in different scenarios, different climate change scenarios, we were likely to lose some large tracts of land, particularly public land. And we presented them to the community. And I think that's the first thing that's quite innovative, is being frank and fearless with the information that we're providing to our community, to the point where some people went, "Really? You're going to show them that?" But we were honest about it, and that meant that they could be honest in their communication with us. And I think that really paid off in terms of coming up with solutions. So in the second meeting, we brought the community back together to say, okay, we understand what you value, we understand what's likely to happen to that, what are we going to do? And there's some things that really need to be protected. So we talked about the social values of the town and the environmental values of the town, and those intrinsic amenity things. That one of the big things was we need to have access to our beaches. Even if we're retreating, we need to have good access, safe access, so that we can get down and enjoy the beaches that we love so much. So we can do that. We can invest in access, and that's one of the projects that we're doing this year in terms of the on-ground action to adapt to climate change. No matter what happens, no matter how sheer the cliff faces get, we're actually making sure that they can get to the beaches that they love. What that means is that we are stepping back, though, from some of those caravan park sites and from some of that public land, and saying we're going to let the ocean do what the ocean's going to do here. And so a planned retreat strategy is already in place. It also gives that certainty for investment, for people that want to build there, that want to make a future there, that they know what's going to happen and how we're going to respond.